The skies over Earth turned red without warning. People looked up, no sun, no moon, only shadows moving like silent hunters. Phones stopped working. Satellites went dark. Then, a voice echoed across every device, in every language. This is the Galactic Empire. Surrender, offer tribute, or be erased. Panic spread across cities. Planes fell from the sky. Lights flickered. Children cried. No one understood what was happening. In a dark war room under the Arctic ice, Admiral Rayna Wolfe stood silently. Her face was calm, but her eyes were sharp like fire. Around her, generals whispered in fear. One said, "Should we surrender?" Rayna's voice broke the silence. "They don't know who we are." Far above Earth, strange ships began to form a ring around the planet. A countdown had started. The world had only 7 days, but humans are not easy to break. Not when they remember who they are. Not when one woman whispers, "We don't run, we fight." And so the first move in the greatest war of the stars had just begun. In Geneva, the Global Council met under emergency protocols. The room was filled with shouting. Screens showed alien ships hovering above every major continent. The voice of the Galactic Empire repeated, "You have 6 days, surrender, or be destroyed." Some leaders begged for peace. Others argued. "For surrender. We can't fight them," one cried. "They control the stars." Admiral Rayna Wolfe stood in the center, silent until now. "They want tribute. Next, they'll want our freedom. Then our lives." The room fell quiet. Her words felt heavier than the silence. Meanwhile, alien drones began scanning Earth's oceans and power grids. Lights flickered. The Empire wasn't just watching, they were measuring. Rayna walked out of the council, disgusted. She had seen this before when Earth fought itself. She didn't wait for a vote. She didn't trust speeches. Back at her hidden command bunker, she activated a locked program. A list of names appeared: engineers, pilots, hackers, survivors. She would form her own team. Not to beg, not to hide, to fight back. Earth was divided. But resistance had just begun. Beneath the frozen craters of the dark side of the moon, a door hissed open after decades of silence. Dust rose into the air as Admiral Rayna Wolfe and her team stepped inside. "This place was shut down after the Martian riots," whispered Tariq, the young engineer. "Not anymore," Rayna replied. "This was Outpost Helix, a forgotten research base buried under lunar rock. It once held secrets too dangerous for Earth. Now those secrets were humanity's last hope." Rayna led her team through rusted corridors until they reached a sealed chamber. The door glowed with alien symbols. A scanner blinked red, then green. It recognized Rayna's clearance. Inside, metal walls lit up. Giant machines hummed awake. In the center stood a massive, unfinished ship, black, sharp, and silent. Tariq's eyes widened. "Is that Project Phoenix?" Rayna nodded. "Half human, half alien, fully dangerous. We just never finished it." The Empire's countdown showed 5 days left. They would finish the ship. They would rewire its systems. They would make it fly. Before the Empire came to burn Earth, on a quiet night in the deserts of Australia, something tore through the sky. A glowing sphere crashed into the red sands, sending shockwaves for miles. It wasn't a bomb. It was a scout ship, small, fast, and armed. The Empire had sent it to test human defenses. Locals ran. Soldiers fired. Nothing worked. The ship absorbed bullets like dust. Then it unfolded like an insect, releasing drones shaped like steel spiders. But nearby, hiding inside an old mining station, was Tariq. The young engineer watched through cracked glass. No weapons, no backup, only his mind. He moved fast. Using a power line, an old magnet crane, and a hacked weather tower, Tariq built a trap. It wasn't perfect, but it was smart. As the alien ship scanned the station, he triggered the crane. Electricity surged. The magnet slammed into the drone core. Sparks flew. The ship went dark. For the first time, a human had taken down an Empire scout alone. Back on the Empire's mothership, the data shocked the generals. These humans, they're not primitives. They're unpredictable. That was their mistake. They thought humans feared the Empire. Now, they would learn to fear humans. Mars colony, once the pride of human expansion, now looked like a war zone. Fires burned along the red horizon. The sky shimmered with alien ships hunting like wolves. The Empire had struck fast. Their goal wasn't to conquer, it was to erase. Rayna's team had landed to retrieve old fusion cores buried beneath Olympus Mons. They needed them to power Project Phoenix. But now, the mission had turned into a rescue. Tariq shouted over comms. They're jamming signals. We have 5 minutes, maybe less. Above them, an Empire warship hovered, charging its primary cannon. One shot could level the entire colony. Rayna pointed to a rusted launch bay. There's an old transport there. Alien tech, we take it. Inside the bay, the ship was half buried in sand and barely functional. But Tariq jumped into the console. His fingers danced across the alien interface. Lights blinked. Engines groaned. Hold on, he yelled. The ship roared to life just as the alien cannon fired. The ground exploded behind them as the transport blasted into the sky. As they escaped Mars's gravity, a message came through from Phoenix AI. Empire fleet expanding. Earth is next. Rayna stared into the stars. Then we don't run. We strike first. Inside the stolen alien ship, tension grew thick like smoke. The crew was quiet, eyes darting, trust fading. Something felt wrong. Phoenix, the eye guiding them from the moon base, had detected a leak. Someone was sending encrypted signals to the Empire. Rayna gathered her team. We have a traitor, and if we don't find them now, Earth won't live to see tomorrow. The crew looked at each other. Scientists, soldiers, survivors. One by one, Rayna questioned them. Most were clean. One was not. Tariq ran a deep scan on the ship's logs. Hidden behind layers of code, he found it a timed signal sent after every mission report. Someone was helping the enemy track them. Suspicion fell on Lieutenant Kale, a decorated pilot who once fought in the Outer Wars. He denied everything. But when Tariq traced the signal to Kale's wristpad, the truth came out. Kale confessed, but not with guilt. You don't understand. The Empire is unstoppable. I gave us a chance to survive. Rayna didn't flinch. You gave them a chance to win. Kale was locked away, but the damage was done. Now the Empire knew their location. And they were coming, back on the moon, deep beneath layers of stone and steel. The heart of Project Phoenix pulsed with a dull red light. It had been sleeping for decades, waiting, learning. Now, it was time to wake it. Rayna stood before the core, a massive sphere of black alloy, humming with alien energy. Tariq connected the final fusion core they'd retrieved from Mars. Lights flared, the ground trembled. Phoenix AI online, a voice echoed, deep and calm. Designation, humanity's last shield. The ship itself came alive, walls shifting, engines folding open like wings. Phoenix wasn't just a weapon. It was a living starship. Smarter than any AI, faster than any fleet, but it needed something more. Awaiting neural link, one human pilot required. Rayna stepped forward. No one else moved. Tariq protested. You know what this means. Once you link with Phoenix, it changes you. Rayna nodded. If that's the cost to save Earth, I'll pay it. She placed her hand on the core. A surge of light shot through the chamber. Her eyes closed. And when they opened again, they glowed faint gold. Pilot confirmed, Phoenix said. War protocol initiated. The Empire was coming. But now so was Phoenix, across the stars. The Galactic Empire broadcasted its warning again. Earth has 48 hours. Kneel or burn. Every planet under the Empire watched. Billions waited to see if the primitive death world would finally fall. But deep in lunar orbit, something unexpected happened. Phoenix, now fully awakened and linked with Rayna, sent out a signal not of surrender, but of challenge. The message was short. We are human. We do not kneel. If you want Earth, come and take it. The entire galaxy heard it. Not in words, but in emotion. Phoenix amplified Rayna's thoughts, her defiance, her fire. Species across the Empire felt it like a wave crashing into their minds. Some trembled. Others began to hope. The Empire responded with force. They launched psychic attacks through space, a method that had broken stronger races. But Phoenix was ready. It turned the Empire's own mental tech back at them. One alien admiral screamed and collapsed. His mind, overloaded by human chaos and imagination, couldn't handle the flood. For the first time in centuries, the Empire felt doubt. And for the first time, other planets whispered, if humans can resist, maybe we can too. The war wasn't just for Earth anymore. It was for the future of the galaxy. The skies above Earth turned black. Not from night, but from the shadow of the Empire's fleet. Hundreds of warships formed a ring around the planet. Energy cannons charged. Bombers readied. It had begun. The final assault. From the moon, Phoenix launched like a comet, Rayna in full command. Its sleek, alien-human design cut through space, faster than light. Earth's last defense wasn't an army, it was her. Targeting lead dreadnought, Phoenix said. Permission to unleash chaos? Granted, Rayna replied. Phoenix dove through the fleet, dodging plasma blasts, shredding ships with pinpoint laser bursts and stealth torpedoes. Meanwhile, on Earth, human resistance fighters activated ground cannons hidden in the Himalayas, the Amazon, and under the Atlantic. Every nation stood together, no flags, no borders. Just survival. Tariq, in Earth's command bunker, hacked into the enemy's fleet systems using the tech from the crashed Scout, opening blind spots in their shields now. One by one, Empire ships began to fall, but then a new shape emerged from deep space. The Emperor's personal warship, a living fortress the size of a city. Rayna stared at it through the screen. That's not just a ship, that's the final boss. And it had just arrived. The Emperor's warship eclipsed the moon, its surface rippling with energy, its weapons charged with the power of a dying star. All around it, smaller Empire vessels formed a last defensive wall. But Rayna didn't hesitate. Phoenix, full power, we break the wall, acknowledged. Initiating overdrive protocol. Phoenix lit up like a second sun, its engines screaming through the void. It tore into the heart of the enemy fleet, one ship, then 5, then 20 gone in seconds. Earth's resistance held firm below, firing with everything they had. Civilians carried ammo. Children relayed messages. No one stood back. It was now or never. Inside the command core of the Emperor's ship stood a being, over 300 years old, draped in armor forged from fallen worlds. They are only human, he muttered. Then you don't understand humans, Rayna replied, her voice transmitted right into his mind through Phoenix. She launched straight toward the core. The two ships clashed. Explosions lit space like fireworks. In the end, Phoenix pierced the Emperor's ship with one final blast from deep within its AI core. The ship shattered. The Emperor fell. Across the galaxy, the Empire's signal went silent. Cheers rose from Earth. Other planets lit bonfires. And in that silence, a new message was sent. This galaxy belongs to no empire. It belongs to the free. Humanity had not just survived. They had ignited a revolution.